Hey fourth graders, so today we're going to review how we can change an improper fraction into a mixed number. So right here you see I have 5/3. It is an improper fraction because our numerator 5 is greater than our denominator 3. We know that this fraction is going to be greater than 1. So now there are a couple different ways we can do this. The first way we're going to focus on is I want to think about how many thirds I need to make 5/3. So I'm going to start by writing my wholes first. So I have 3/3 plus, and I need to get to 5/3. 3/3 plus, let me get 2/3 will equal 5/3. Now when I take a look at this, I have one whole, so this equals one whole, and we have 2/3 left. So when we convert 5/3 to a mixed number, we get 1 and 2/3. So now, let me erase this. Let's try another one. So I'm looking at an improper fraction where my numerator is greater than my denominator. So let's say I have 7/4. So I want to think about how many fourths, starting with my wholes first, to get me to 7/4. So what plus what? And I'm going to start with wholes first. So in order to make my whole, my numerator and my denominator are both going to be 4 because we have fourths here. So I'm going to think about 4/4, and I need to get to 7/4 plus, let's see, 3/4 will give me 7/4. So when I take a look at this, 4/4 is a whole, so I have one whole and 3/4 is remaining. So 7/4 as a mixed number is 1 and 3/4, and we will do one more like this. Let me erase this up. My marker's rolling away. All right, let's say I have 13 halves. So I want to think about how many halves I need to add together to get to 13 halves. So what plus what plus what? And I want to start with my wholes first. So I'm going to start with 2 halves, 2/2, because that equals my whole. So 2/2, and I need to get to 13 halves, plus 2/2. I know that this gives me 4 halves so far. Let me add another one, plus 2/2. So I know that this gives me 6 halves, plus 2/2. So I know that gives me 8 halves, plus 2/2. That's 10 halves, plus 2/2. I'm running out of space over here. Gives me 12 halves. And then I need to get to 13 halves. So this time I will add now plus 1/2. So now I need to think about how many wholes I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wholes. So 6 wholes, and I have 1/2 left over. 1/2. So 13 halves is the same as 6 and 1/2. I hope this helps.